If you want your relationships to thrive, you must invest in them by being a giver rather than a taker. Everywhere you go, strive to make relational deposits into people's lives, encouraging them, building them up, and helping them to feel better about themselves.
Flintstone house put together here.
That's awesome.
These aren't the same.
They'll be close when we get them up. That's the finish. That's where finish work comes in.
Hello.
Look, see, now this is why we live in trailers.
Wait a second.
It's not always easy. Some people are difficult to be around because they tend to draw the life and the energy out of you. They're not bad people, they just drain you. They always have a problem or some kind of major crisis. They talk all the time, so much so you can't get a word in edgewise. You feel as though your emotional energy is drained. Difficult people don't make positive deposits. They're too busy making withdrawals. You're not going to have good friendships if you're always draining the emotional reserves of the people around you. I like to think of my relationships as an emotional bank account. I have an emotional account with the security guard at work, the man at the gas station, the waiter at the restaurant. Every time I interact with them, I'm either making a deposit or I'm making a withdrawal from that account. How do you make deposits? It can be something as simple as taking the time to walk over and shake a man's hand.
I think that you and your, can I have your attention for a second? I think that since we've been talking about compromising and working together, that you should compromise on your vote, whatever vote you want together.
The couple should vote together.
So can we put like 8 plus 2 and...
Your act of kindness built trust and respect. You can make a deposit simply by smiling at somebody. Tell your husband, I appreciate what you do for this family. Or maybe your wife, you make it so much fun to live around here. At home, you can make deposits in your emotional accounts by giving your wife a hug and a kiss, telling her that you love her. You make deposits into your accounts with your children by spending time with them, by listening to your daughter when she's playing the piano, by going down to the park and watching your son skateboard. A subtle yet amazingly effective means of making deposits is by overlooking a fault. Maybe a coworker is rude. He jumps down your throat about some meaningless matter. But instead of retaliating, you let it go. When you do such things, you make huge deposits into your account with that person. Your stock goes up significantly on his scale. Perhaps one day you're a bit stressed out and on edge, and maybe you don't treat him as well as you should. You'll have plenty in your account to cover it. How do we make withdrawals from our relationship accounts? The most common way of making a withdrawal is through selfish behavior. When we're only thinking about what we want and what we need, we inevitably withdraw resources from our relationship accounts. Other ways we make withdrawals include those incidents in which we don't forgive, when we don't keep our commitments, when we don't express appreciation to someone that deserves it. Maybe somebody does something nice for you by going out of their way, but you take it for granted. You don't say thank you, or maybe you feel like you're too important to say something such as, I appreciate your effort. Failure to appreciate the kindnesses of others will always result in a withdrawal from your account with those people. The problem in many of our relationships is that our accounts are overdrawn. When we make a mistake and we need a little mercy or a little understanding, that person goes to our relationship account and discovers it's already empty. Now we must live constantly on edge. Minor issues become magnified. We have to guard every little word we say because there's no reservoir of grace from which to draw in that relationship. We've exhausted the resources. And that's when little things suddenly turn into big things. If you're going to correct someone, or maybe you're going to offer some constructive criticism, you need to make sure that you've made plenty of deposits into your account with that person. Make sure you've earned that person's respect. In disciplining your children, ask yourself, have I encouraged him? Have I complimented her? Have I been interested in what he's interested in? Or have I simply been making withdrawals? You must invest in that relationship, nurture it, and build trust. And everywhere we go, we should be making deposits, whether at the grocery store, the ballpark, the school, or the office. Develop a habit of sowing good things into people's lives. Make it your business to help someone else feel better about himself or herself. Be interested in people. Take time to let someone know that you care. Go out of your way to show somebody that they're special. Learn to appreciate people. Learn to say thank you. Well, Joel, I pay him good money. Or I pay high enough taxes, I shouldn't have to thank that policeman. I shouldn't have to thank that school teacher. They should just do their jobs. No, learn to sow positive deposits into people's lives everywhere you go.
I just wanted to share that with you again because it was very important to me and it helped me so much, and I'm hoping it would help you all.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And the grand prize winner is house number 6.
Woo! Who made 6? All right. You won!
Door number 3. Come on down.